Say less, Cam. I ain't got to
Talking
be
to my
here.
producer, bro.
Yeah.
He bringing Sunday. I need a Sunday WrestleMania. I don't smell what the Usos cooking. And they think.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. It's a really fascinating first segment to the show.
Where was you at, bro?
I came over there.
All right. I ain't saying you dang, bro. I'm just. My bad.
He didn't come over there, he also called security.
What happens when a WWE superstar appears on a famous rapper's podcast and things go outside in? When I mean outside in, it means things go down south and things just don't go as expected as planned. That happens when Jey Uso appeared on rapper Camron and Mace's podcast. It is what it is, and whole backlash went down. Talk about it here on Viral. Welcome to this special edition of Viral and the Pro Wrestling Show special. We call it Jey Uso and Camron have a heated exchange after Jey appeared on Camron's podcast and said some choice words, but things just didn't turn out the way for both men. Get to a minute, but first thing first, join in the conversation. Use this hashtag Viral. You're watching right now, Pro Wrestling Show. This is gonna be a single episode duel where we do viral. This is a viral story as well as pro wrestling show as it relates to pro wrestling as well. Well, let's get to this. How did this all started with rapper Camron and Jey Uso having choice words and it just didn't turn out the way it planned? Let's get to our very own Bob Evans. Bob, can you really take us back to see rewind it back to what happened with Maven Jey Uso and Camron did what they did? Let's take a look right here on what people say.
Something just went very left, and now the whole wrestling world is watching. It all started when hip-hop legend Camron sat down with WWE superstar Jey Uso on his podcast. What should have been a regular interview quickly turned tense. Shots were fired, respect was questioned, and then things got physical. Jey Uso snapped. The moment went viral instantly, leaving fans asking one question: was this real or was this WWE at work? But it didn't stop there. Now, Roman Reigns and the Bloodline are involved, turning a podcast clash into a full-blown situation. Camron isn't backing down either.
You're the weakest nigga in the bloodline, Oos. And that's just it is what it is. And we'll see what happens at WrestleMania.
Well, we're gonna have.
Trish, you went off the top rope like Jimmy Fly Snooker.
I know I should have jumped into the pile, but I didn't want to hurt Cam. I was worried.
I was already hurt.
You were at the bottom of the pile.
But thank both of you guys, man, because I did accuse murder and not coming to help me out. But then when I seen the footage, I see you still move kind of fast. You know what's crazy, though? People still saying you ain't moved fast enough. No, niggas never satisfied. But I tell you one thing. I see a few people from the bloodline that's upset. Don't be mad at the facts. Be mad at the resume. I'll be there.
Well, we got to get to that because after the altercation yesterday morning, we got to get to the elephant in the room. Jey Uso has been popping off. He went on Shannon Sharp's podcast, and he pretty much said that you had it coming, and he'll do it again. He also said you were on a motor wheelchair, and he said, what the hell is wrong with him? Is that why it went left? Like, I guess I'm, as the person that was in the middle, I get what happened, and, like, what are you going to do at WrestleMania?
Well, listen, first of all, he's talking about my scooter. I'm in the casino all day. The casino's big. I like to ride around all day on the scooter. If I want to ride around the scooter, that ain't got nothing to do with him. He just seen me on the scooter and assumed something was wrong. As you can see, Jay, I was up and ready. Pause. That ain't got shit to do with shit. Now you want to go and use me for a publicity tour when you got WrestleMania this weekend.
Firing shots of his own and even teasing a potential showdown. What started as a conversation is now looking like a collision course. The lines between entertainment and reality are officially blurred, and if this keeps escalating, we might be looking at the next big crossover moment inside a WWE ring. Stay locked in, because this is far from over.
This is a dual episode of both the Pro Wrestling Show special as well as Viral. So this is going to be really something that's going to relate to both areas. Well, we know what had happened, what went down between them. Let's look what you people had to say. You people had to say this is going to be like Viral for the on Pro Wrestling Show. This is crazy. Let's see what you people had to say on what the people say.
The fact that you told me in my comment section that you thought this was staged. The fact that you're not a good judge of character. You don't have any emotional intelligence. You're a bot. You're an NPC. And literally disrespected this man on his own podcast. You didn't see his facial expressions when he got upset? Oh, so that was staged too, right? Oh, so even the executive producers got involved to stop it, right? That was fake? Yeah, okay. Explain this clip then, if you still think this is fake.
It's all good, you know. I bounce back quick. I'm resilient, man. We had this karma. I'm resilient, but you know, we gonna see what happened this weekend because I know I'm not letting niggas leave Vegas without seeing me. So we'll take care of that before the weekend's over. I know that for sure.
Well, we're gonna have.
You went off the top rope like Jimmy Fly Snooker.
I know I should have jumped into the pile, but I didn't want to hurt Cam. I was worried.
I was already hurt.
You were at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah.
Fake, right?
Well, thank both of you guys, man, because when I did accuse murder and not coming to help me out, but then when I seen the footage, I see you still move kind of fast. Pause, man. You was over there. You know what's crazy, though? People still saying you ain't moved fast enough. No, niggas never satisfied. But I tell you one thing, I see a few people from the Bloodline that's upset. Listen, man, don't be mad at the facts. Be mad at the resume. And like I said, I'll see y'all this week at WrestleMania. I'm pulling up. I'll be there.
I cannot believe that this just happened to Camron.
And anybody ever tried you in public?
Like
They seen you and tried you in public.
yeah, they have.
How'd it go?
What do you think about these YouTubers coming into your space?
They can get slapped too. Yeah. You want to try?
You talking to me? I don't know where we going with this, but let me just stick to the script.
The energy.
Yeah, the energy's kind of off. But you prefer fighting by yourself or tag team? What's your preference?
I like the singles. I ran that. If I could pick, though, I'd probably be with my brother.
Yeah, I bet it would. You wouldn't want to be by yourself. I get it.
I didn't post the full video of Camron getting attacked because I just didn't trust TikTok to not give me a strike for whatever reason. But if you guys want to watch it, you can find it on YouTube under It Is What It Is podcast by Cam'ron and Mace. To give you guys context, Jey Uso is a professional wrestler and he was comparing himself to The Rock Johnson and Cam wasn't feeling that. He started getting pretty hurtful, which then caused Jey Uso to start putting a hearse on him. You could see that he was bothered this whole entire interview. Watching this interview was pretty awkward because there was a lot of quiet moments and it felt like there was a lot of tension in the air. I can't believe that Camron literally got attacked on his own podcast. That's crazy. No, really, that's crazy. I don't believe it. I don't believe for a second any of this is real. I was literally watching this whole interview like, why does this feel so improvised? It seemed like they were saying things on purpose to cause a moment. To me, it seemed like everybody was in on it. I don't really think Camron really got attacked. The punch that he hit him when he was on the floor looked mad scripted. It felt like I was watching wrestling. Honestly, I think this whole thing was a big ploy. It was marketing. It's smart marketing. Now this got me thinking about the whole Camron Sue and J. Cole situation. Was that whole thing just fake so then it could get people to get interested in watching a podcast when J. Cole finally pulls up? Honestly, in this day and age of content over everything, I believe that's literally the case. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, I totally think all of this is fabricated. But what do you think? Do you feel like any of this is real?
Yo, I just watched that Cam'ron interview. How many people knew The Rock had kids that was that big? Is Oos his son? Because I love The Rock. Everybody loves The Rock. But okay. So the interview with Roos and Cam'ron plus Team Mace was there, and this other woman was there. I don't know her name, podcaster. You know, it's a nice podcast, by the way. I like how it's like on stage and stuff like that. But the energy was so thick. I was just like glued in, like, what's happening? Like, y'all have some type of like beef? Because this was my first time seeing the interview. So imagine I'm looking at it with new eyes, and I'm just like, Oos, Cam'ron. First of all, Oos, no shade. His energy is not right to me. he's giving off some type of energy. Like between his eyes and the way his mouth was speaking and moving and stuff like that. I don't know. And then with Camron being direct but indirect, and then dropped the whole like, he was like, what you think about my father? And he's just like, great, legend. Don't know what happened after. It's like, and what say you, Oos? And Oos is like, yo, I feel like you're being disrespectful. And then he runs up on Cam. Where's Dipset at? I had to like look down real quick, like, what's all going on? Like, oh, he hit Cam? Oh, Cam was on the floor? Cam looked like he got knocked. He was kind of quick. He landed kind of quick. Like, they should have surrounded Cam once the tension started happening, because the way he got to him real quick, act like he was about to come off, and then skirt, cut, got over there, pulled him up. I don't know when he knocked him or whatever that happened, but that was quick. Does Rock have kids that big? Or is it just like a Rock is a legend, so that's my father, kind of like a mentor? Y'all comment, let me know, because that was interesting.
Camron calls out Roman Reigns and the Usos and says he wants a match and meet them at SummerSlam. Roman Reigns on Monday Night Raw had said Camron was a washed up rapper. And why was Jey Uso affiliated with him, or even involved with him, or even went to his little podcast? That's just funny. All this is funny. Promo, marketing, good marketing, whatever. Will Camron actually go to SummerSlam? Nah, I don't think so. But then again, that's Killer Cam. He might go to SummerSlam. We gonna see. But I think all this shit hilarious and very entertaining.
Y'all staged some fake ass shit. Jey Uso attacking Camron and thinking that he was just about to walk out that bitch like that. Do something more believable. It's funny as fuck because everybody in the comments like, is that real? Is that real? That was probably the worst acting I've ever seen. And just to let y'all know, Camron ain't about to let no nigga just hit him and then let a nigga stand over him and he's sitting there in fetal position. Come on, bro. Y'all could have got somebody completely different that was like more believable with that shit. But y'all got a fucking retired New York street nigga. Hey, it was funny as fuck though, because Camron was on some instigating shit like he normally be, and Jey Uso wasn't having it. And then if you think Mace not about to jump in when Camron getting attacked, bro, you think Mace about to sit up there and watch his mans get jumped on, bro? In my eyes, it's just another failed publicity stunt. It was funny though. It was funny. But y'all gotta come up with something else, gang.
Boy, why the fuck Jey Uso grabbed Camron? Why he grabbed that nigga like that, folks? Why he grabbed the fuck out of Camron? I'm talking about nigga drug the nigga across the desk on the floor. Like, oh, god damn. But I'm talking about, nigga, that's great WWE shit. Like, boy, you gotta know you can't be doing that shit to regular folks and rappers. Camron about damn near 50 years old, boy. You done dragged that man like that. That man ain't did nothing, and you coming in that bitch with them muscles. Like, why would the nigga put a shirt on? You finna got the guy, damn. He done grabbed the fuck out of Camron. But I know Camron wasn't ready to. I know he wasn't ready for that. Yeah, damn, folks. Like, shit. Like, ain't no way, cuz we gotta. I ain't gonna count, but I don't give a fuck this shit faking out, but we might gotta go to the parking lot, folks. Like, well, I might gotta pull some fire on you, cuz ain't nowhere the fuck you just grab me like that. Like, you great, he threw that nigga like a piece of paper, cuz. That nigga made Mace come out. You made the priest come out and check on your But you damn so crashing out. But yeah, you done went back to crash out Jey Uso, cause my nigga, you done get by. He finna say, if you thought that nigga gonna sue J. Cole over goddamn not sure, he definitely finna sue your ass. You might well get ready for it. Cause shit. You done fucked up the whole podcast.
Jey Uso beat up Camron and then proceeded to take a picture with him right after, bro. Like, but the issue is Celebrity Mania just keeps on bringing more celebrities. Because are you telling me that Camron is about to fucking... Like, when I asked for celebrities, bro, when I asked the wrestling gods for a celebrity, I meant one. I just wanted one. Not two, not three, not four, not 10, not 20. I just wanted one celebrity either doing a match or hosting WrestleMania. And now this shit is just nonstop. Why the fuck, scripted or not, is Jey Uso beating up Camron? Is the whole Dipset diplomat motherfucking gang gonna show up and cost the Usos the match? I'm just like, bro, I just wish I could go back 3 years. That's it. Just 3 years, man. This celebrity shit is killing me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cam'ron and Jey Uso podcast. If you ain't seen it, go watch it. If you seen it, let's talk about it. That shit was fake, man. Was it fake? Do y'all think it was fake? I think it was fake, bro. But was Buddy lying, though? He said, Jey Uso, like, what happened? Like, you ain't nowhere near as great as The Rock. And that's funny, because The Rock was really like that. Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso, them boys not like that. Like, the comparison between them and The Rock is crazy. But if this was real, Jey Uso said none of that matter, bro. Like, in which it don't. Long as he bringing that bread home for his family, long as he doing what he got to do as a man to take care of his kids, it's all good in the hood.
So I wake up and I see Jey Uso attack Camron, pulled him up over the desk, all that stuff, and I was like, whoa. So I sat down and watched a whole 7-minute video of Camron, like, straight disrespecting this man. And I was like, there's no way that he would just disrespect this man like that. Then I see the video, pulls him over the desk, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's a little real. And then I started seeing the punches, and those were the most pulled work punches I've ever seen. That's actually crazy. And I was like, you know what? Maybe it was just like a bad angle or whatever. Like, that is what it is. But it looked like he pulled his punches as if it was a work. Cool. And what really sold it as a work to me, honestly, was Camron tweeting about it with angry emojis. Like, bro, Camron's from the streets. Why would he tweet about it? This is a work. He's going to show up at WrestleMania and he's going to be a part of the show some way, somehow, for whatever reason. The way that they were talking to each other was, like, the argument, it was so, like, subtle but not subtle. It was calm, but he was just throwing jabs at him the whole time. And I'm like, why would he do this? Like, what is the point of doing this? And I don't think Jey Uso is a crash out like that. And if he was, I feel like if this were real, he would have crashed out way earlier than just sitting down and taking those punches. You know, honestly, it ain't real.
Camron reposted Jey Uso calling him out. Man, Camron, you still running your mouth out there, Oos? Talking about I ain't gonna leave Vegas. Hey, today's Saturday, Oos. I'm a Saturday ass. Yeah, pull up, man. You know where I'm at, Oos. And also left this caption. You pump faking. You have police and everything else not let me in the building. As soon as I got 2 blocks from WrestleMania, cops said I'll be arrested if I'm anywhere near Allegiant Stadium. Cut it out. But I tell you what, I'm going to our brother's show tonight. We're not gonna show up, but we can get it shaken right after. So now you know where I'm gonna be. Then Jey Uso said, you got till August, killer. Then you see, in pure kayfabe, Pat McAfee wearing his neck brace because of Randy Orton's RKO. Does this mean we're going to see Cam and Jey Uso at SummerSlam?
Like Trick Williams says, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the fact that Jey Uso yoked up Camron, had him by the collar of his shirt, pulled him over the announce table, over the desk, because Camron decided to say, what's up, Mace? What's up with you bringing these WrestleMania Saturday dudes up here? What's up with that, man? You'll never bring me the main event guys, the Sunday main event guys. You always bringing me this low tier type of athlete. And Jay said, okay, you ain't got to say less. I'll leave. And as he was leaving, he went and made a beeline for Cam, pulled him over the announce table, had him on the floor. Camron laying there. Asking Mace, you just standing there, and then Camron sends out a message saying that he is going to see Jey Uso at WrestleMania this Saturday with the mad emojis. So we getting hip hop in WrestleMania, more hip hop in WrestleMania this year, WrestleMania Vegas. What do you think about the clip? You can check my pages on Instagram and let me know.
You people been hold back one bit, and y'all passionate wrestling fans. Some of y'all agree with Jey Uso. Some of y'all agree with Camron. It's the situation is divided. But hey, that's what comes with wrestling. Good guy, bad guy. We're hearing rumors and reports that this could be a SummerSlam match between Camron and Jey Uso coming down. So we have to wait and see. Even Jey Uso said this. Jey Uso said that, taunting Camron, telling Camron to come on out. So Camron, he said too much too. He said something here, right here. Yeah, both men, word of words. We'll see, but we're going to keep an eye on this on both areas, on Pro Wrestling Show as well as Viral, because this is a viral story as well as a pro wrestling related story. So this is really hitting both ends. Thank you all for watching this edition of both the Viral, if you're watching Viral, or the Pro Wrestling Show. I have been your host, the ultimate host on both shows, Kendrick Dix. Thank you all for watching.